Welcome. This presentation is designed to give parents information about 10th grade registration in the Entrepreneurship and Business Academy at Kempsville High School. We plan to outline all of the items that we have gone over with your child during our registration with them on January 26th and 27th of this school year. Please know that if you have additional questions, you can always contact Ms. Timlin at megan.timlin@vbschools.com or Ms. Thompson at victoria.thompson@vbschools.com. During this presentation, we will review the following information. We'll review graduation requirements with students. We'll begin to discuss their four-year plan here at Kempsville. Students will select an EBA strand that will then guide their coursework through their senior year. Students have been preparing to select a strand through Ms. Ritz's classroom all year long in the Introduction to Entrepreneurship and Business Information Technology course. So students should be aware of which strand they wish to study in for the next 3 years. Students have many options for courses, and courses have a variety of requirements, and it is your responsibility as the student and understanding as the parent to understand the courses you're requesting and their subsequent requirements. There is information on www.vbschools.com in the curriculum guide on all courses. You can also contact Ms. Timlin, Ms. Thompson, and other teachers that your students have to ask about which courses you think are best for your child to register for. But it is the student's responsibility to understand and select the best course for them. This slide highlights the Advanced Studies Diploma requirements. All students in the Entrepreneurship and Business Academy must complete the Advanced Studies Diploma to graduate within the Academy. These requirements are very important because these are what the student needs in order to graduate with the Advanced Studies Diploma. Our students should exceed these requirements by the end of their senior year. Questions can be directed to Ms. Timlin or Ms. Thompson about these requirements, and we went over them in detail with students during the registration portion of the session in January. So let's get started with registration. Students came home with a registration form or a course request form for next school year, and on that form gives several choices within the subject areas. So our first one is easy. English. Academy Honors English 10 is a required course in the Academy for all students in the 10th grade. So this one's easy to select. So just circle Academy Honors English 10 because that is a required course for all students in the Academy. Math course selection is next, and this is going to be different based on what math your child is currently registered in. So our students who are currently in Algebra 1 Honors will choose between Geometry Part 1 and Geometry Part 2, which are semester courses, and Honors Geometry. Students have their choice of the course. We recommend that students enroll in the Honors Geometry course, but students can enroll in the Geometry Part 1 and Part 2 course. Check with your child's algebra teacher if you're wondering which course might be the best for them. Our next math selection is students who are currently in geometry, either Part 1 and Part 2 or Honors Geometry. Students can enroll in Algebra 2 for their sophomore year, or they can take Algebra 2 Trigonometry. Keep in mind that Algebra 2 Trig is a fast-paced math course, and if you're trying to make a decision between the two courses, review your child's current math performance and their performance in Algebra 1, as that course is a foundational course for the rest of math. Tutoring is available during the year to assist students in being successful in this course. Making a choice between these two math classes impacts future math classes that your child will take. Consider what math level your child wishes to finish when making a decision between these two courses. Students who select Algebra 2 will take trigonometry and probability statistics in their junior year, and students who select Algebra 2 Trig will have the option to pursue math analysis or dual enrollment pre-calculus in their junior year. We will consult with your child's current math teacher to assist us in ensuring that your child is placed in the best math course for their future. And now for our students who are currently in Algebra 2, and there are a few of them out there. Those students will need to enroll in the semester courses of trigonometry and probability statistics for their sophomore year. If a student wishes to forgo this course and move on, they will need to enroll in Algebra 2 Trig in summer school and audit the course to receive the trigonometry background needed for future math courses. This decision, again, only applies to a few of our current EBA students. Our students who are currently in Algebra 2 Trigonometry have some options for their math course in the 10th grade year. Most students will move on to math analysis, which is, in a sense, pre-calculus, and then prepare to take calculus in their junior year here at Kempsville or at Tidewater Community College. But math analysis is the next logical course in the sequence for students. Students who are interested in pursuing the business degree can take dual enrollment pre-calculus 1 or math 163 according to Tidewater Community College. This course is needed for the business administration degree. The thing about this course is that it is offered on an online platform by a TCC instructor. So a student will be in a computer lab taking the course with a Kempsville High School teacher assistant in the room, but the instructor is at Tidewater Community College for the course, and they will take it online. Also, this course is only offered in a semester setting, so it would be offered fall semester, and then it would be over, and the students would earn the pre-calculus credit needed. If you look at the standards, which are provided on the email that was sent to you, this course mirrors Algebra 2 Trig, and the next logical course that students would take would be that they need the math analysis. So the pre-calculus 1 doesn't necessarily satisfy Virginia Beach City Public Schools needs for students to move on into calculus in the future. So it's important that the student be a strong math student and also understand the course content for the TCC course. There are some options for students who wish to pursue this course, and those options should be discussed with Ms. Timlin between the parent and the student, because this is not just something that they can easily register for. There's a lot that's going to go into students taking the dual enrollment pre-calculus next school year. And also, it's important to understand that it's just the semester course, and there are some options to take it, and it should only be taken by students who are trying to pursue the whole business administration degree. If you're not trying to do that, then we recommend that you take math analysis here at Kempsville next year. And then the third option for next year is for students to take AP Computer Principles, which is a new AP class in the school division that is a math class for students that are interested in learning the computer-based set of skills. So that is something that we think that our students might be interested in taking. Again, if a student is interested in taking the dual enrollment pre-calculus 1 for next school year, then a conference or a conference call needs to be set up with Ms. Timlin so that parents and students understand the different options for that course. So science course selection is next. This one's pretty easy as well. So our students who are currently enrolled in earth science should plan to take biology next year. Our students who are currently enrolled in biology will take chemistry next year. And students who are currently in chemistry, well, they have some options. Those students can look at taking physics, AP physics, AP chemistry, or AP environmental science. Students should consult with their current science teacher and discuss the options that they think might be best for them. What sciences are you interested in studying? Obviously, physics, chemistry, and environmental science are all very different sciences, and all higher level sciences that can earn college credit with taking the AP test and earning a 3 or above on that AP test. So some serious considerations need to be made for students that have already taken and passed chemistry after this school year. If you have questions, again, talk with your current science teacher, Ms. Timlin or Ms. Thompson, about which course might be the best one for you. Students have a choice for their social studies course in their 10th grade year. The options are World Studies for Business 1, World Studies for Business 2, AP Human Geography, or AP European History. Students will have already taken one of these courses in their 9th grade year. So they are able in their 10th grade year to take one of the 3 courses that they have not already taken. The only courses that students cannot take because they're equivalent to the same course are World Studies for Business 2 and AP European History. So it's important to remember that students who take AP courses have really strong reading levels. So they should have a proficient or advanced reading level to be considered for an AP course. And if they don't have that high reading level, then they will be removed from that course and placed in the World Studies for Business 1 or World Studies for Business 2 course that they have not already taken. So in terms of which course is best for students, students should consider which course that they would be the most interested in. Students can take any series of the courses. We definitely recommend if students have been successful in AP Human Geography, considering to take AP European History. Keeping in mind that AP European History is by far one of the hardest AP courses that students will take. So understanding that that is probably one of the more difficult courses, then students might want to consider taking the World Studies for Business 2 or World Studies for Business 1 course if they have not already taken one or both. They can take World Studies for Business 2 without World Studies for Business 1, and they can take one if they'd like. So really students have a choice in terms of social studies and what they are interested in studying in. Students who took World Studies for Business 1 this year can take AP Human Geography next year in their 10th grade year. So there's lots of choice in terms of social studies, and students should select what's best for them. Health and PE courses in the 10th grade year finalize the health and PE requirement for the Advanced Studies diploma. So students have to take one of the 4 following choices for their 10th grade PE option. Health and PE 2 during the school year, Health and PE 2 with a component of dual enrollment Health and PE in the spring, Health and PE online in the summer, and Health and PE online during the school year. Those are both the 10th grade option online. Health and PE 2, again, finalizes the requirement for the Advanced Studies diploma. And in this course, students receive the necessary behind-the-wheel training that they need for their driver's license. Students can also take that course online over the summer, registering with vbschools.com. And again, if you choose to take that course, the cost of that course is at the expense of you and your family. Or they can take the Health and PE online during the school year to free up another block or another block during the school day. Another option for students who are interested in pursuing the degree with Tidewater Community College and who have placed appropriately on the Virginia Placement Test, the students can enroll in Health and PE 2 with a dual enrollment course component in semester 2. This course is taught at Kempsville High School by a certified instructor. Her name's Mrs. Knott, and students will earn 2 college credits by taking this PED 101 course at TCC and being duly enrolled here at Kempsville with the Health and PE 2 option for the Advanced Studies diploma. The dual enrollment course is only offered during the school year here at Kempsville and is not an option for summer school. If students choose to take the PED course at Tidewater Community College's campus this summer, they will still have to enroll in a Health and PE 2 either online or here at school because it does not meet the graduation requirement. So if your child wants the TCC component of the degree, then the best bet is to enroll in that Health and PE 2 with the dual enrollment portion during the spring semester. And again, that will be contingent upon a child placing appropriately on the Virginia Placement Test in order to actually enroll in that course. But please make your intention and what you would like your child to enroll in on the course registration form, and we will contact you if there is a change. All EBA students are required to complete 3 years of one language or 2 years of one language and 2 years of another. Based on your child's current sequence of language, please select the next language in the series on your registration form. Some students will wish to pursue 4 or more years of a language as an elective choice, and that's fine. Students who do take the 4 years will receive the bilingual seal on their diploma. And for students who are interested in studying international business-related careers, this is something to consider. Additionally, some 4-year colleges prefer that students pursue 4 or more years of a language. It's important for families to discuss what is the best option for their child moving forward and figuring out which colleges and university you're applying to so that you can make sure that you're taking the required and necessary sequence of languages that college or university looks forward to you taking. If you've finished your 3 years of language and don't wish to take any more, or your 2 years and your 2 years are completed of a language, then you have an open block in your schedule to take a study block or an additional elective, which we'll talk about next. And now the moment that students have been waiting for, the selection of a strand. So upon enrollment in this Academy program, students and families understood that we have 3 strand selections, that students must choose one with which to study in for their remaining 3 years in high school. There will be options in the future and even potentially next year for students to take courses in other strands. I know that some students are concerned that once they pick a strand that they have to, only take those courses and they'll never take another entrepreneurship course, or they'll never take another finance course or business information technology course. And they see the benefit in having more than one of those courses in their resume. And we agree and understand, but students need to select one strand for now. And then if they wish to take an additional elective from another strand, they can list that on their registration form. So in business information technology, the students who select that strand, they will take these 2 electives next school year in the 10th grade. They'll take EBA Advanced Computer Information Systems, and they'll take EBA Computer Programming. Those courses are both preparing them for enrollment at the ATC in their junior year. Our students who select the corporate finance strand will either take EBA Accounting or the semester set of EBA Business Law and Ethics and EBA Corporate Finance. So those are preparing them for some of the higher level accounting finance courses that they'll take with the TCC degree, or if they remain here at Kempsville, again, it prepares them to go into the line of work around finance, accounting, working with the numbers. And then our entrepreneurship and innovation courses are EBA Advanced Entrepreneurship and Innovation and EBA Design for Entrepreneurs. Again, really fostering that set of skills about what do you do with an idea, design challenges, taking students to creative places and really thinking about what they can create and work on. So students should select 2 courses from the strand that they wish to study in the next couple years. And once they select a strand, that's their strand. There really is not an opportunity to move around based on the numbers, based on course enrollments. So students need to really understand which one they want to mainly study in, understanding that in the future they can take courses in some of the other strands if their schedule allows them to do so. So students with open periods can choose which courses they want to select as electives. There are many options for courses and not all are even listed on the screen. Students should ask Ms. Timlin, Ms. Thompson, and we went over these with them when we were in the English classroom about the other electives that are available, and we talked with them when they had a question about what electives they are interested in, but they can talk with us about specific courses that they're interested in to include those on their course request registration form. If space is available, students can select another EBA elective from one of the other strands to enhance their EBA experience, as I mentioned previously. This is merely a request for the course and not a guarantee. It's really based on seat numbers and how many seats we have open in a current course. So students who select a strand are guaranteed enrollment in specific courses within that strand. Students who wish to take additional courses from another strand in an elective fashion aren't guaranteed one. But we do encourage the students, if there's a course they really want to take, they should list that as one of the elective choices that they have, and we'll do our best to get them in if we can. So just some ones listed on the screen. A student can have a study block, which we highly recommend if there's an open block in their schedule. Students who have been in AVID can remain in AVID. Students can take band, orchestra, or chorus. Please note that there are different levels of band, orchestra, and chorus, and students should talk with the band director, orchestra, and chorus directors if there's specific courses that they want to take in those areas, and make sure that they satisfy the needs. And then technical drawing is also another option, but there are art courses, there's some family and consumer science courses, there's some other classes and elective choices that students have that they can list, and students are aware of what those options are. But again, if a student wishes to try to take another course in another strand, they can. So say I am in the finance strand, but I want to maybe take that EBA Entrepreneurship and Innovation course. I can list that I would like that as my first elective option on my registration form. So really important that you list a couple different elective choices on your form so that we can do our best to get you what you want to get out of the program. So this slide just goes over with you some of the 10th grade SOLs and AP tests based on the courses that we just discussed. So in 10th grade SOLs, basically geometry, algebra 2, those are the SOLs that they'll take in terms of math, science, biology, and chemistry. And then the social studies, pretty much all of the social studies courses that we listed have some SOL that they'll take. AP tests based on whichever AP courses they choose to enroll in. Those are the potentials. We definitely recommend that students take the AP test when they take an AP course because that's how they earn credit towards the TCC diploma as well, is they take the AP test, and if they get a 3 or higher, the maximum is a 5, they can earn credit towards the college degree. And those credits will transfer to most four-year institutions as well. So really important that when a student signs up for an AP class that they plan to take the AP test. Summer school options. Students have been asking quite a bit, what can they take this summer? Well, we recommend through Virginia Beach City Public Schools that students take any courses in science, social studies, or math that they can to get ahead. This also can open up blocks in their schedule during the 10th grade year. And also, again, it gets them ahead so they can take more classes of their choice in their 11th and 12th grade year, more classes at TCC. They also can take Health and PE 10 online, as we mentioned before, but they cannot take that with the dual enrollment component. They would have to take both the online version with VBCPS and the version listed below at TCC to get the dual enrollment portion. So they would need both of those courses. Understand that taking summer school courses in Virginia Beach City Public Schools, there is a cost associated with that. It is not free and it is not covered by the enrollment in the academy. So anything a student chooses to take is up to them to take, and it is up to you guys in terms of payment for that. And obviously VBCPS provides transportation to summer school sites that are within your area, your zone. And those have not been announced yet as to where summer school is, which high schools. So students can also take some courses at TCC this summer. We just received word from TCC that this is an option for our students. These courses are on TCC's campus. So again, transportation is not provided at all. Students would have to get to TCC, to and from TCC, to be able to take these courses. So, and basically the students also have to be eligible to take these courses. So they have to have placed appropriately on the Virginia Placement Test. So really, if this is something that your child is interested in, they should let us know. That way we can pinpoint exactly who wants to take summer school courses at TCC. And then once we know if they placed, we will hold a meeting for just those students who want to take summer school courses at TCC. But the options are the College Success Skills. And this is a 1-credit course that is required for TCC graduates. So this is a part of the degree. It has nothing to do with dual enrollment. And it's a great course that we really encourage our students taking this summer. They can take it on, take it on campus at TCC. It has to do with organizational skills, developing good college study habits, basically everything of what you should expect when you enroll in a college course. So it's a good 1-credit class that gets students prepared, especially if they're going to take a lot of college classes. So they can take that on TCC's campus. Keep in mind that when you decide to take a class on TCC's campus, that students are enrolling with the general public of TCC, any student who could be at TCC. This is not just Kempsville High School Academy students that are taking classes. That's not how it works. So if you decide to register for courses on TCC's campus this summer, then just understand that your child is going to be in classes with all kinds of people. So the student can also enroll in the PED 101, which is the health and PE component. Just remember that your child also needs the health and PE 10 above, the VBCPS course, for the graduation requirement. So they could take both courses this summer, the health and PE 10 online, which would cost money, and then they can take the PED 101 on TCC's campus. Again, we'll meet with students who are interested in doing that. And then students can also take the pre-calculus courses, but we highly recommend that they consider taking those during the school year. But that is an option. They can take those math courses. If they're considered for dual enrollment, we need to ensure that we know that they're taking those classes this summer. So that's it for summer school. So at this point, the registration and the course request forms need to be submitted to Ms. Thompson in guidance by the date on the screen. It's really important that these are submitted on time and that everyone understands which courses the child has requested. And again, these are requests. Our goal is to honor all of the requests that students have, but just keep in mind that they are a course request form, and ultimate courses are based on numbers that we get in terms of our allocations and our space in terms of our master schedule. So it's really important that teacher recommendations are taken into consideration for proper placement in courses for next year. So always good to talk to your child's current teachers. In addition, students who meet the requirements for TCC should return and sign that dual enrollment letter that came home as well, and the AP letter. So if you selected to take any AP or dual enrollment courses with your registration, you should submit those commitment letters with your registration form. And just remember that placement testing for TCC dual enrollment courses is in February, and that your request for those courses does not go through until we have word from TCC that your child has placed appropriately to take classes on TCC's campus next year. So the next few slides are updates to what the student schedule will look like in their junior and senior year, and keep this information in mind as we continue to develop as a new program. So looking at the student's 4-year plan, we've attached a couple of things to this email that you might be interested in looking at in terms of mapping out your child's courses for the next couple years here at Kempsville. So there are some developed outlines that were given out at our information night in December, and the TCC outline of courses. Those are attached to this email. And using this information, we ask that students to begin to work on their 4-year plan and project what kind of classes they want to take and what they want to accomplish by the end of this particular program. So we just went over the courses for 10th grade. On the screen are what we just went over as options for students and the strands available to them. For 11th grade, you're going to see choices for English, math, science, and social studies. A student needs to complete their foreign language requirement if they have not already, or take a leadership class that will be an option through the academy that we recommend they take. And then students have to complete the economic requirement. There's going to be a couple choices for that. As students get into EBA strands in 11th grade, in entrepreneurship and innovation, they're going to take Accelerator EDU. So they have some more options here. They only have one required elective, and then they can take another academy elective or a dual enrollment business course that leads to the degree. So they have some choice in 11th grade. In business information technology, students will be able to enroll at the ATC in a program of their choice. Our goal is to help prepare them next school year, so we'll begin to look at the application process for ATC probably around November, December, and then helping them submit those in January so that they'll be going to the ATC when they're in 11th grade. And basically those are their academy courses through the end of their time with us. And then in the finance strand, students are preparing for an advanced accounting course or the dual enrollment accounting course. And then again, there's choice in terms of another academy elective or a dual enrollment business course for students. On the screen are the advanced technology courses that we've partnered with the ATC to offer to students. So students should be thinking about at least 1 to 3 of these programs, those that are interested in the business information technology strand, because they're not guaranteed to get into a specific program. So they need to have a couple different ideas of where they'd like to go when it comes to the ATC. And then in 12th grade, you'll see that things kind of open up a little bit. Students will take English, math, science, and social studies. Our goal is that they all take a public speaking course. Those in finance and entrepreneurship. The BIT students obviously will continue in their 2-year program at the ATC. There will be an option for them to take another dual enrollment course or an academy elective in 12th grade that they haven't gotten to take yet. And then their senior internship will be done during the school day. It will count as a course. We haven't structured all of that yet, but we will look for your feedback as we begin to embark on that process and how many hours are required and what that internship actually looks like. But the goals of it are pretty clearly specified. You can find them on our Weebly page or the school board packet from when we were a proposed program. But the senior internship will take up at least 2 blocks of the school day for students. And so that's it. Questions, contact Ms. Timlin or Ms. Thompson. Our information is on the screen. Please understand that through the registration process and course process that, you all, and I know you know this, when you embarked with us, you knew that we were a growing and developing program. So it's important that we be flexible. We are anxious to hear your questions because oftentimes that's how we learn about things and how we should offer and structure things, because you guys come up with the great questions that say, we didn't think about that yet. And that's okay for us. I hope that you know that we try to communicate with you as much as possible regarding things that change and things that are happening with us. But definitely ask questions, because that's how we learn and that's how we grow as well. We're excited for the 10th grade year to have 2 groups of students in the program, to see your students begin to flourish in a specific strand. That's really exciting for us. So, we hope that this registration process has been pretty straightforward and clear with regard to what your child needs to sign up for next year. And again, specific questions for your child, please contact us and let us know. Otherwise, please ensure that paperwork, registration forms, commitment letters are turned in on time. We have had some issues, especially with the Virginia Placement Test, with students turning in paperwork on time and being responsible for that. It's really, really important to follow deadlines and ensure that things are turned in on time. We are often faced with a tight turnaround, especially when it comes to working with TCC. And, sometimes students will miss opportunities if they do not turn in things by the time that they're specified. So again, please make sure that registration forms and commitment letters are submitted on time, or else students can't be guaranteed that they're going to get what they want. So it's really, really important that we have that paperwork done on time. Thanks so much, and we hope to hear from you if you've got questions. Have a great day.